They defy gravity, vanish without a trace, and move faster than our fastest machines. What you're about to witness isn't science fiction. It's the beginning of Operation Quantum. Operation Quantum exists to uncover and decode the propulsion systems of unidentified aerial phenomena using advanced scientific analysis to bridge the gap between observed technology and known physics.
All right, thank you. Welcome back, everyone. This is Robert at Custodian File. Today is 5/29/25. We're opening up here. This is from New Jersey. Butch, thank you very much. Look at this. Recording airliner. See that white orb? Just like that. Hold your phone sideways, landscape. Zoom in maybe 20%. Record for 30 seconds. Usually catch these dragons, but once in a while you catch these white orbs. Very predictable. This is not accidental at all. It's actually, you should be surprised if you're not recording them. If you're following this format, you should be surprised. So record them. You will get more dragons in the long run, but boom, there it is. Yeah, they fly right up to this. Sometimes they fly behind the aircraft. And of course, they'll trigger the X-band radar on your car radar detector. They will mess with your autofocus. In this case, the focus held in. I know the dragons, that's an interesting point. I don't know if orbs will mess with your autofocus, but dragons will. It's kind of interesting. That's very interesting. Why does one have the technology and the other one doesn't? It just occurred to me. We need to write that down. We need to learn as much as we can about these UAPs, what's going on, why they're here, where they're coming from, what they're going to do, what are they doing with all this information. Very, very good. Okay, if you like what you see, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let's go. We have a lot more videos. Okay, look at this. Undercover ET. Robert sent me this picture. He went down to that crop circle in the UK. Brand new crop circle. You've probably seen a lot of it. These dragons, they do hang around crops. They're probably the ones making the crop circle, frankly. I wouldn't doubt it. But nevertheless, Robert took a picture, snapped an image. I'm sure I have the video somewhere, but I just wanted to put that out, shout out real quick. I want to support everyone who's supporting these dragons. It's important we get the information out there. All right, let's go to the next. All right, super. Look at this from Brown Dwarf. A lot of you are like, the gold standard is, Robert, you got to record UFOs with 2 cameras. I get that, but there are 2 other standards. If it triggers the X-ray and when they fly behind objects, and that's what's going on here. Coast Guard flies over his roof. He records the chopper. Really good clarity there. And the dragon flies right behind. Frankly, he's in East LA, and these Coast Guard Black Hawk Chinooks are flying over his roof at 200 feet. I'm extremely puzzled what that is about. That's not normal activity. Yet they do this over and over. And like I said, any of you could do this. You see helicopters, pull your phone out, landscape, zoom in, 20%, record for 30 seconds. Look for a dot. That dot will be the UAP dragon, because I thought they were dragonflies 8 years ago. These are not birds or bugs. There's a whole list of characteristics. Pentagon published some of them 2 years ago, and I figured out the rest on my own. Fantastic. If you have any questions, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. Let's keep going. There's just a lot to show. Okay, remember this one here. This is Palos Verdes, California, about 15 miles south of Marina del Rey. I see a helicopter. I'm in the car there. Turn the phone on. Just take my chances. That's the LAPD flying circles. Not at a crime scene. I'll say that. It was just, he could see these dragons. Nevertheless, you take your chance. Watch the dragon on the left. It's behind the tree. It will be coming out, or it's behind the pole. Keep watching. No, there it is. Just pops out of nowhere. It's super slow motion, down to 3%. Shoots across. Recorded at 4K and 60 frames. So, of course, in reality, you don't see anything. Human eye never sees this. You can't see it with binoculars. You can only see it with a digital camera. The good news is any digital camera, even going back 10 years. 10 years was 1080, 30 frames. That will work. But I know the majority of you now have the 4K 60 frames. More than good enough. Landscape. Why? Because most dragons fly horizontal, left to right, right to left. You want to try to capture many frames as possible. That looks like a, no, that's not a bird way back there. Actually, that's the dragon looping around. Did a giant loop. A giant loop, and I believe it comes toward the camera. Let's keep watching it. Like I said, this is at 3%. A bird cannot move that fast at 3%. See how super slow the rotors are going? So yeah, so the dragon does, he took off to the right over the power lines, does a giant loop. And I haven't watched the video yet. This was like a couple months ago, but yeah, straightforward, just extreme predictability, baitability. What does baitability mean? The helicopter is the bait. The helicopter is the bait. It's you could even, yeah, you know what I'm saying. It's just it's like, you know, you want to summons a dog. Yeah, there's the interpolation. Wow, fantastic, just astonishing. Just really, this is going to create disclosure. It is what it is. So far, there's what, 6 or 7 of us posting our own channel. We get up to like 100. And NASA sees all these videos online. I mean, it's, you know, it is what it is. It's disclosures is right in front of us. What more can I say here? It was going to happen anyway, right? Whether 100 years, 200 years. So what difference does it make? Let's just do it now. Put it behind us. Yeah, and by the way, interpolation is a copy and paste of each frame on one screenshot. Obviously very time consuming. I only do that for the best of the best. Like this was a good one. Or I'll do that for the Coast Guard or Black Hawks. I won't do that for like tourism. If the president gets tagged, I'll do that for the president's chopper. Again, it's just a very tedious time, but really it explains, it talks to you. They're saying, look what we can do. And at 60 frames a second, that's essentially, that's like a 2-second duration. All that happens in 2 seconds. From the time it leaves the tree, circles out and comes back. These dragons are just, you know, what can I say? I'm getting pretty jealous of them. Pretty jealous of them. We have what? When we now have these flying bikes, have you seen that? I mean, that's kind of cool, right? How'd you like a flying bike that could fly like this? All right, please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I need that, your vote of support. Let's go to the next. All right, super, here we go. Ben, Oklahoma City. Thank you, Ben. Doing an outstanding job, like so many other viewers too. Recording airliners right here, lives next to the airport. Blue skies, hold your phone, landscape. Zoom in 20%. I mean, you could zoom in more, but then you risk losing the dragon because you'll zoom out the dragon. In other words, it'll either be right above you or below you. But the advantage is if it's very close to the aircraft, then you get, you get a little better video. And in this case, it's clearly an orb, a white looks apparently to be a circle. It's pretty straightforward. There you go. Watch it on the big screen, back and forth. The point is, it's behind the objects, and that's a gold standard. So you can either record these UAPs with 2 cameras, or if it flies behind an object, or if it triggers the radar. So we got 3 gold standards, and remember, I have all 3 videos. So I got the triple gold, if there is such a thing. There you go. Anyone could do this. Take the challenge. Take the dragon challenge. Summer's coming. Blue. There's going to be a lot of blue skies everywhere. If you see helicopter, airplane, just record it. Landscape. Remember, they're very fast. It's very likely you won't see it, and then you'll delete the video. Don't give up on your first video. It's pretty easy to do. Probably the only warning is it's addicting. Once you get one video, you're going to want one more for sure. I don't think there's anyone that could just record one dragon and say, okay, I've seen enough. It is what it is. Pretty darn exciting. Whatever this all is about, it's pretty darn exciting. Very repeatable. Super. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment. I could use your vote. Let's go forward. Super. We're going to close out on this video here. Just watching air shows at random. These dragons always are tagging our jets at air shows. Doesn't matter. Blue Angels, Thunderbirds, Red Arrows, Australia, all over. Look at that. Right behind the jet. right behind the jet. That's the contrast, makes it a little easier. 3%, super slow motion. They're all over. It's just, it's what it is. You just do a trial and error. I don't watch the ones that are recorded with the portrait with the shorts, because I really like the horizontal. Just a lot, you have more time to track. Remember, by the way, so the fast way to watch this on any YouTube, because you're limited on time, so you got to actually watch it after a little bit of training. You have to watch it at 200% fast forward. If you think you saw a dot, a dragon, hit K for pause, and then go frame by frame backwards by pressing the arrow below the K, arrow backwards button, frame by frame, and then arrows forward, frame by frame forward. And that's how I find all these dragon videos. I do screenshots, copy, screen records, and I show you where they are. And I have 100 or not 200 locations of dragons like this. They're everywhere. They're all over the world. Just for now, the only mystery is we don't know why Marina Del Rey is infested. The Pentagon spent 8 years and $100 million. And I think eventually they're just going to have to tell us. I know they don't want to do that, but they're going to have to. It is what it is. There's nothing top secret here. I mean, so what? So they've sent in 46,000 sorties, Chinooks, Black Hawks, Apaches, you name it. I have that video. They're trying to figure out what's going on in Marina Del Rey. If they know, they're not saying, but I'm saying they are going to have to eventually volunteer the information. It just is what it is. They may say never in 1,000 years, but I really trust my intuition, my instincts. Not to mention my best friend was a time traveler, and I'm saying this is going to be released. Disclosure is going to happen. All right, that will do it for now. I appreciate you watching. This is Robert at Custodian File. Take care.